What's up, guys? It's me, Martin Gutierrez, and I'm here to tell you a little story that may save your life one day. This happened a few years back, I want to say in 2017. So I had gotten a call for a chimney repair estimate. I went over there and I learned that the homeowner, a few years before that, they had raccoons in their chimney. So they put a screen on top of the chimney. The screen had mesh. You know, the mesh was too small. This is why I don't condone putting screens on chimneys. I always put a cap, because the screen was, the holes were too small. All right. So this happened during the winter. There was an ice storm, and the ice storm had knocked down the power, and there was no power in the house. So the homeowner went to his friend's house to stay for a few days until the power comes back. So what happened? The next day, there was probably about a foot of snow that landed on top of that screen, which had already iced over, and the boiler, the furnace, because there was no power, was off. Once the power kicked back on, that boiler had no exhaust. It was attached to the chimney, the exhaust, and it went up and it was covered and filled the entire house with carbon monoxide. Well, the homeowner went to the house and never made it back out. He went to go get clothes in the basement, and he went with his dog, and he never made it back out. He died. This happened a few years ago in Salem, New Hampshire. So I want to talk to you a little bit about carbon monoxide, why it's so dangerous. Now, first of all, what happens with carbon monoxide is the molecules of carbon monoxide, they bond with your oxygen molecules. So what happens? They block the ability for the oxygen molecules in your blood to take in oxygen. So what happens? Carbon monoxide is odorless, tasteless. You can't tell it's there. And what happens is, once you start breathing in carbon monoxide, you start feeling tired. You start feeling a little, breathless, a little dizzy, a little nauseous. You may think you're getting sick. You may think that you're getting a little dizzy, but that's the effect of carbon monoxide. The effect of carbon monoxide, it makes you tired. So what happens is, if you suspect that there's carbon monoxide in your house, try to leave the house immediately. Do not wait. Do not sit down. Do not say, "Oh, I feel tired and I'm going to sit down for 2 minutes," because the deadliest part of carbon monoxide is when you feel like you're out of breath, or you're nauseous, or you're sitting down. You're actually when you sit down for a sec, just to try to get your bearings, you're actually breathing in more carbon monoxide, and it's bonding with these your oxygen receptors. So the longer you stay, the worse it is. It becomes to the point where you sit down and you will lose consciousness. So very, very, very important, especially now that it's cold out, and you have all these heat sources pumping in, heat to the house, and you have your boilers going on 24/7. So make sure that all your sources of carbon monoxide have smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. So this would be your boiler, your hot water heater, any furnaces, any areas where the stoves are. Also in your garage, if you have a vehicle in your garage, do not start that vehicle inside your garage. That vehicle is going to be pumping out carbon monoxide, fill your garage up with carbon monoxide. So make sure you're you're outside, your vehicle's outside before you start it. And also, if you lose power, make sure if you have a generator, make sure you're away from the house, that the generator is away from the house, at least 20 feet away from the house, so it doesn't pump carbon monoxide within the vicinity of your house. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you guys are safe. Tell you a little story, that from past experience, and have a happy holidays and be safe. Martin Gutierrez, Dream Team Contracting, 978-804-8278.